Watch the dirty money, what I see. I miscount because I'm off.
The third and final week of the preseason is...
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerve.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Edmonds again. Shifts by him. Flashes another juke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one. And a Miami first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft. And Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. On second down, here's Mitchell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Right back to Mitchell here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
First down, here's Mitchell. Down at the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give running right is Mitchell. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, here is Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Lance. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mitchell, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call. Kind of went reverse a little bit, threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Lance now on 3rd and goal. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Come on, stay. Take it all the way, boys. Come on.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua going to throw. Allen's got it complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never thought the play action fake. Right for the quarterback and put it back up.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Lance now to throw. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
4th down. Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taking it about the 16. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Corliss Waitman now. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Two and now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 and now on 1st down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, he's had success running the football on this one. That's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to it.
I think the more you see it play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Here's Lance. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9. Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him. and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Dancing to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Quick slant. Tyreek Hill with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Let's go now.
In his own end zone, it's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. To throw again on second down. Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
Complete to Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now Lance again.
He'll find Jones again, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
From midfield, here's Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking to throw on second down. Tua. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Deebo Samuel
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Now a give to Edmonds.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Off a play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Tua. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On play action, here's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question. We'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Gesicki. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. Now an option play on 2nd down. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Being chased out left. Got a man, that's Ayuk. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gain. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. 2nd down at 7. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. The first throw for the backup Foles. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing to start the drive. Kane. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. There's some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Kane. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Kane. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Off the play fake. Kane completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 1st and 10, Kane. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Kane. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Sanders' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted. Not the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. Preferably a takeaway.
And Leak will not bring this one out. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Foles. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now Foles. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield. But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Kane. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team those types of errors.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Yeah, they'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Long.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Off play action. Kane. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down. Kane. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll look to throw again. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And now here's a carry heading left. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Now keep in mind, no overtime in the preseason. So without getting ahead of ourselves, we'll likely see a 2-point try should they get this in the end zone.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
The last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Flush down right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
But they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So the Dolphins now trailing 17-10. And time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He's back to throw.
That's caught by Wilson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter.